Hello and welcome to Jive Talking with me, Disco Dan. On today's episode we'll be taking a look back at the action from this past weekend at House of Pain Wrestling, so let's get started with Cotgrave on Friday the 23rd of June. The action kicked off with Davey Thompson in singles action as he went one-on-one with Grayson Clay. Davey was setting Grayson up for his finisher when Grayson managed to reverse it, pushed Davey towards the referee, and this distraction allowed Grayson to hit a low blow and a DDT to pick up the win. Up next, it was tag team action as Mr. USA Lance Flashman was teaming up with The Streets, Jaden Law, to take on the Screwdriver, Zach Roberts, and the House of Pain Full Throttle champion, Pinky the Pirate. It was Pinky and Zach picking up the win with a 619 and Sonic Screwdriver combination to pin Jaden. Up next, it was Dante Durden going one-on-one with Indigo Jones. Dante looked to have things in control when all of a sudden the firm's Johnny Sharp and Will Roberts ran to the ring, causing the disqualification. Kobe Woods and Ethan Griffin then came running to the ring and a 6-man tag team match was made for right there and then. It was Dante, Ethan and Kobe picking up the win when Dante made Indigo Jones submit to a crossface. Moving on to St Anne's now on Saturday the 24th of June. The show kicked off with a 6-man tag team match as Matlock, Indigo Jones and Niall Hind took on myself, Rave Boy and Johnny Sterling. And it was myself, Rave Boy and Johnny picking up the win after me and Rave Boy hit Niall Hind with the move that has no name, and then Johnny came off the top rope with a huge splash to pick up the win. Up next, it was the first of our 3 debuts as the powerhouse punk Mikey McLovin was in singles action against the main spectacle Tristan Wheeler. Mikey looked to have things in control when Tristan's new friend Eli Valentine came running to the ring. This threw Mikey off his game and allowed Tristan to hit a low blow and roll him up to pick up the win. Our next debut was straight after this as Paxton Kane, accompanied by Coach Kev, was in action teaming with Max Rouge to take on Pinky the Pirate and Zach Roberts. As the match went on, Max grabbed Paxton's hockey stick, but the referee caught him, and as the ref was taking the hockey stick out the ring, Paxton hit Zach in the face with his hockey mask, which allowed Max to pin him to pick up the win for the team. The third debut of the night was next as the showman Peter Sidor was in action against Eli Valentine. During the match, Tristan Wheeler came back to the ring to repay the favour from earlier in the night, but Mikey McLovin came out and stopped Tristan from getting involved. This allowed Peter to hit an RKO to pick up the win in his debut. After the interval, it was Team Textbook's Kyle Crimson, accompanied to the ring by the Team Textbook Bucket Boy Ethan Griffin in singles action as he took on Big Mike Wild, who was accompanied by his new best friend, Oscar Prospero. Oscar proved that it was all an act and he wasn't really Mike's friend, as he hit Mike in the back of the head with brass knucks, allowing Kyle to pick up the win. After the match, Ethan was not impressed with the actions of Oscar and challenged him to a match. Kyle told him just because Dave Breaks wasn't there, he can't do what he wants, and that Kyle is in charge. Ethan then super kicked Kyle and continued his challenge, and the match was on. It was Ethan picking up the win in the match by disqualification when Kyle entered the ring and hit Ethan with his textbook award. In the main event of the evening, the tag team titles were on the line as Owen Ocean and Mike Angelo of the Three Kings, now using the Freebird rule to defend the titles, were in action against Marley Hayden and Rayna, now known as Firestorm. As the match went on, Rayna accidentally hit Marley with a spear. Mike then hit Rayna with the tag title belt to take him out, and they followed this up with a 3D on Marley to successfully retain the House of Pain tag team titles. We rounded off the weekend at Annie's Burger Shack in Derby, and the action kicked off with a mixed tag team match as Hellbound's Alton Thorne and Harley Harris took on Grayson Clay and Ivy. And it was Hellbound picking up the win after Alton Thorne hit a spinning sidewalk slam on Ivy, followed up with a second rope leg drop from Harley to pick up the win. Up next, the Full Throttle Championship was on the line as Eli Valentine challenged Pinky the Pirate for the gold. Eli looked to have things in control and was going for his belly-to-belly suplex, but Pinky managed to reverse it to roll him up and pick up the win to retain the title. We were back to tag team action next as Sash and Gallus of Money Mountain were in action against Adam Bolt and Jackie T of Big Man Inc. And it was Money Mountain picking up the win when Gallus pinned Jackie T. After the interval, it was Mr. Rock and Roll Johnny Sterling in singles action as he took on Team Textbook's Kyle Crimson. Johnny was going up to the top rope when Kyle used the ropes to make Johnny lose his balance and then followed up with a pump handle slam for Kyle to pick up the win. In the main event, it was an 8-man elimination tag team match as 3 members of the firm, Joey Cement, Johnny Sharp and Will Roberts, teamed with Jaden Law to take on the Badly Dressed Boys, Brandon Brooks and Davey Thompson, along with Jerry Jarvis and Ritmo. The first man eliminated from the match was Jaden Law after Brandon Brooks hit him with an attitude adjustment. Immediately after this, Joey ran into the ring and rolled Brandon up to eliminate him, evening the odds back to 3-on-3. All 3 members of the firm then worked together to eliminate Jerry from the match, giving them a 3-on-2 advantage. Davey did manage to take control and single out Will Roberts, where he hit him with a Rikishi driver to even the odds back up to 2-on-2. Joey then distracted the referee Lilith, which allowed Johnny Sharp to use his cane to hit Davey in the head to eliminate him from the match, leaving them in a 2-on-1 situation. Ritmo fought back, and as Johnny tried to use his cane again, Ritmo ducked, meaning Johnny hit Joey in the head, and Ritmo took advantage of this to roll Johnny up to eliminate him from the match, leaving it down to Ritmo and Joey Cement. After a back and forth fight, it was Ritmo hitting a sensational 450 splash off of the top to eliminate Joey and win the match as the sole survivor of the team. Well, thank you very much for watching today. That is all I do have time for. Don't forget to like the video, share the video, leave a comment and hit that subscribe button, and I will see you next time for some more Jive Talking.